Hello, my little bear cub. Did you hear the voice crack?
It was probably one of the most iconic voice cracks I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my little bear cubs. Welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Therapy. Need to remind you, we're not therapists. We're not experts. Don't take this seriously. It's not professional advice. It's not a substitute for therapy. Thank you for being here. I have a guest host today.
Hey.
I thought she would. There she is.
You want me to say my name?
Nope.
Okay.
That's Maddie. Bit of an attitude problem, but
The biggest attitude.
we're going to figure it out. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you can say your name now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name's Madison Bellissimo.
That'll do. And so enjoy the episode. We have a Patreon. Go look us up. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, so I found out that I was cheated on pretty horribly. I got a slide into the DMs from a woman that let me set up the scene. So I had dated someone for a couple of months. We had dated before we had made it exclusive, but we were seeing each other pretty exclusively before. I was the one that was like, I don't know if I'm ready, because I had gotten out of a situationship before. So there was some baggage coming into the relationship. So I was on high alert and high guard. So the fact that he still slipped in is beyond me.
Slipped in. Nice.
Slipped in. And
we get it.
Yeah. And we started dating. He was super close with my family, my friends. He was spending like most weekends at my parents' house with me, just like hanging out.
Is that normal? Like, do you bring people home pretty early on? Or?
Pretty early. I mean, I'd like to. Because I like to gauge. Like, if you can't hang with the fam, you're fucking cut from the roster. But I don't bring.
Wow.
I don't bring like situationships home. If I want more with you, I'm introducing you to my parents.
And it's like almost like a test.
Yeah.
It's like they're weeding. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Bold.
I mean.
Yeah.
Miss Courage right here.
Yeah.
That's what all my friends call me,
Yeah.
Miss Courage.
Yeah, Miss Courage.
They don't. Yeah, it is. I have to be bold, though, because my family is really a big part of my life.
Yeah.
And they're a big part of my personality, too, as far as, like, if they're not vibing with them, it would be really hard for me to date that person. Like, if my parents hated them or my brothers or my sister really hated my partner, I don't think I could stay with them.
And so it's not an option for you to just not bring them around. Like, they have to be included.
Yeah, for the most part. So he had gotten to the point where, funny enough, my brother was like giving me shit because I was like debriefing with my siblings, being like, I like this guy, but I don't fucking trust him. Like, I don't trust any man right now. And they were like, what has he done? And I was like, he's literally done nothing. He's squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, then what's the issue? And I was like, well, he makes me laugh a lot, and he's really smart and funny and sweet, and he's not someone I would usually date. So like, I feel like I shouldn't date him then. Like, that's what it's like. My gut is already telling me like, this is not someone you would usually date. And they were like, why? Like, what is it? And I was just like, he's just not who I would picture myself with. And they were like, okay, but is he treating you well? And I was like, yeah, he's amazing. And they were like, okay, well, and my brother was like, bring him here. He was like, see if he fucking can hang. He was like, bring him over for a game night. And this was actually purposely before my parents were in town. So it was just my siblings.
Just siblings. Okay.
Which I thought was like a good...
Yeah, it's more of a peer hang.
Baby step. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he got along super well with my siblings. Like, even... like, my sister is not very sentimental in this way to others. And she was like, I really just want to thank you for treating my sister so well. And she said that at dinner, and I was like, shut the fuck up. Because I was like, don't tell him I like
Damn.
him so much, you know. But he was like dogging me, which he had never done. And that was kind of something I should have clued in on. He was never, like, we would give each other shit, but he never made fun of me a lot.
Yeah.
To my face.
Right.
And as soon as he was in front of my brother and sister, he was like, this fucking chick, right? And I was like, okay, we're all ganging up on the young one. Okay.
Yeah. Also,
Yes.
sign of a narcissist.
Correct.
And onward.
Yeah, onward. So clock that one. And I'll try and make this brief, but yeah, we became official. Then he met my parents. So we were boyfriend and girlfriend by the time he met my parents. But I was like, he had already been passing with flying colors with everyone. Yeah. So it's like, oh my God, this guy's like, everyone loves him. Yeah. And I was so into him. It wasn't just like, oh, he's cool and they like him, so I like him. I was like, he makes me laugh so much. Like, I'm having a grand old time with this guy and I would have never expected it.
Yeah. Is he good in bed?
Very good in bed.
It's a problem.
It is a problem.
Yep.
It's very it's problematic because that's also something that like I was gatekeeping very early on too, because I had such a good sexual relationship with the person directly before him. I was truly like, no one's gonna be better than that guy. Yeah. And then I started sleeping with him, and it was really evident. It was evident from the first kiss. I was being not an asshole, but I was being really guarded. So before we had even kissed, we were friends for a while. And then he was like, I'm just dying to kiss you. I want to, like, I'm sorry, I can't keep it. Like, I haven't said anything and you know. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he was like, can we kiss? And I was like, so like, here's the thing. It's like, I'm really specific on like who I share my body with. I'm not going to do this casually unless I want to, you know? And I was like, and you have the same autonomy. Like, I hope you know, I'm not coming to this like, you have to prove to me and I don't give a fuck about your standards. It's not that. Yeah. But I was like, I'm really big on kissing. If you're not a good kisser, like, it's probably not going to translate in the bedroom.
You told him that?
I told him that.
Nice. Good for you.
Thank you. And I was like, and I truly, because I wasn't attracted to him initially, did not think we were going to have any sexual chemistry. I was like, well, we'll see.
You weren't attracted to him physically? Mm-mm. Okay.
Yeah. He has a good body, but I was just not really into it. He's, again, not my type. So.
Yeah. You're ugly. You're ugly, dude. You got an ugly face. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So then I was like, okay. So I tell him this. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, like you've never had like a bad kiss before and it's like taken you out. And he was like, no. And I was like,
I don't think guys have that.
I was like, you're a straight man. I was like, okay, you've only kissed women that know how to kiss. So I was like, cool. I was like, what? Let's get into it.
Not all women know how to kiss.
I'm sure. I've never kissed a woman. Well, I've kissed a woman in a show, but that's it.
Yeah. But let's get that on the table. Okay. Some of you got problems.
Control your mouth. Like get with it.
Also, maybe open your mouth a little. You know?
No, I get so angry about. Continue, please. Let's talk about that. Open your mouth a little.
Like, okay, so I had a girl over here once, and she literally was like, we were just like laying in my bed, just like hanging out. That would have been great.
Oh, I thought that's what you're giving, like the two mouths coming together. And
was.
No, Lou.
It was like a Full House episode. She literally asked, she's like, so you trying to make out a little bit? I was like, yeah, okay.
That's fucking.
And then she just like kept pecking me over and over. And I was like, what are we doing here?
I'll throw up.
Yeah.
That gives me like the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. I wanted to throw her off the balcony.
Okay, well,
I didn't.
Violence on women.
I didn't. Now, was it violence or was it learn how to kiss on the way down? Right?
Maybe it's the latter. Yeah.
So yes, but yes, I would assume that men are probably
trash.
Bad, yeah.
But that's where I'm like, it really can make or break. That's where I was trying to warn him. You know, I was trying to be like, let's have realistic expectations going into this. Like, if it's not exciting me as you and Malone. I can't do it. I can't do the voice.
You gotta do the voice.
Yeah, I gotta do the voice. I can't do it.
If you're not giving sparks, get out of my life.
Get out of my house.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Malone. I'm butchering this.
Okay.
But you both do it.
I'll deal with it.
Anyway, so yeah, I told him, and he was kind of like, I think he was really taken aback by that.
It's pretty bold.
I'm bold.
Yeah. I would love, like, the idea of me telling a woman, like, God, I want to kiss you. And she goes, well, if it sucks, this is probably it. I'd be like, dude.
Well, I had to tell him because I also really liked being friends with him. And so I was like,
Yeah.
if we're going to take this step to make us not friends or like friends asterisks,
Yeah.
my guy, you better come correct is what I was saying.
If you want to come correct, you better come correct.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I told him that. And so right after the first kiss, we both would like pulled away and we were like, okay, we're cooking with gas here.
Yeah.
And then this is, okay, I'm going to like talk. I'm not talking myself up, but this is genuinely what happened. We started making out right away because I'm like, all right, brass tacks, let's get into it.
Yeah.
And I'm someone that's very comfortable sexually once I'm like, okay, we've gone past the awkward of like, oh, we're kissing and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. So right away I was like, we were like on his couch and I was like, can I get on top of you? And he was like, what? And I was like, can I or not? And he was like, yeah, this guy's like very nerd presenting. Yeah. Again, the narcissist things come in. He's very good at masking. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And so I like mounted him and I was like, all right, let's get fucking going here. Yeah. And so
this is the same night.
Same night.
Yep. Nice.
Cause I'm like
doing work.
Doing the work.
Making daddy proud. Yeah.
Correct. And so I was like, okay. But I knew, I was like, we're only going to a certain level, right? Like I'm not, we'll decide. But I was like, by the way, like nothing's coming off. He was like, heard. I was like, cool. Okay, cool. Continue. Like I personally love to make out for hours. I'm like, let's make out like we're fucking high school seniors that are like, should we fuck? No. Yeah. And like make out in the back.
You like that?
Love that.
I love a good makeout, but blue balls suck.
Fair.
So
are they real?
Yeah. And very painful. What do you mean, are they real?
Because there's speculation online that women are like, is it really?
Yeah. Do menstrual cramps really hurt?
Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not. Yes. There's not erasure. I'm sorry.
It's real.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's not like overly common.
Isn't it kind of hot though?
Nope.
Okay.
Thanks for asking. Nope. It's incredibly painful. It's not hot at all.
A girl can dream, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to like torture a man for a little.
You're doing it. Yeah.
So then we did that for like 2 weeks because I was like, I don't want to have sex with you yet for A, B, and C.
Makeouts.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it was hot. It was really hot, like full dry humping, like the whole 9 yards. So I knew we were going to fuck. Like,
yeah. You're teasing it pretty good.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
This is not going to translate to like really good. But I was like, we'll see. Anyway, he ended up being very, very good in bed. So then that aided in the whole like, oh my God, my hard eyes, who are you? Like, so then we started dating.
So why the multiple marathon makeouts?
Originally, I wanted to give it some space.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to jump into this. Because again, the last guy, and I'm pretty particular there. Yeah. Also, I was on my period at one point, and I was like, we're not going to have the first time on my period.
Yeah, okay.
It's just not my preference. I'm not like, I wouldn't stop someone. I feel like.
You're not anti-period sex, but you're
no,
like,
God,
you're
no.
Not loving it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't say God, no. But yeah, we get
God, no.
Yeah.
I can say that with my chest.
Oh, God, no.
No, I'm here for period sex, but I'm saying like, thank you. But yeah, I was like, not for the first time. First impressions are everything. And I want, all of that to say.
Dude, the idea of first impressions. The first impression of my vagina, ideally not bloody.
Women at home fucking back me up. Because I know there's other women that agree with that.
Yeah, I believe it.
I know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm coming correct.
Yeah.
So I
get it. It's just I've never I don't have that problem. My shit's on the outside. I don't have to worry about.
Yeah. You know, your inner lining of your uterus shedding every month.
Doesn't do it. Yeah. So you date?
So we date. When we first started dating, I he plays tennis in Los Angeles. He begged me to go to this tennis game. He was like, it would really mean a lot to me if you came. Like, do you mind coming? This is kind of weird. People don't really come and observe these games, but like it would be really sweet if you came sometime. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. So I go to a game with him. I happen to meet this woman that's playing doubles with him that day. And this is where it comes in. That's his first time meeting her too. And she meets me. She's super sweet. They go on the court. They play their fucking whatever, game, set, match, whatever. And they win. And he like runs off the court, gives me a big old smooch, and is like super sweet. And he had kissed me and was holding my hand before he went in there. And she says bye to me. She's super sweet. She's like, really nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. I almost said his name. And then she's like, we'll see each other in the league kind of thing to him. He's like, yeah, absolutely. We get to his car. That night I went on a double date with my best friend, Ruth, and she met him for the first time. So it was like this whole like big night. And long story short, this is still long. I apologize, guys. But that woman, he played tennis with a couple more times, and he told me about those times, and I was like, oh, she's lovely. Yeah, keep playing, because like they play scrimmage all the time. Like he has a couple of friends that he would play with all the time. But it ended up he was playing with her a lot of the time, and he was playing with her a lot of the time. So it's funny that I met her when he met her. It's fucked. Bold. Yeah. And and also the crazier part is when we got back in the car after the game, he was like, oh my God, she was so nice. She even asked me if you were my wife. And he was like, it was so cute. It was really sweet. Like she saw how affectionate we were. And I was like, actually, we just started dating like officially. This like, yeah, that's Maddie, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice of her to ask. And like, she thought I was wifey. Oh my God. Like it was like a cute little thing. And then the next time he saw her, he had told me about it. But the next time he had seen her, I was like, tell her I say hi, you know? And he was like, she gave me this water. It was so nice. And she says hi and like all this stuff. What actually ended up happening once I got in contact with a woman, I'm getting ahead of myself. We date. We're official. We do it for months, fully integrated into the family. Yeah. I finally I meet all of his friends. His college friends come out for a trip to LA. We spend the week with them. Like it's like interspersed because they go on a trip to Japan. So I spend a couple days with them before they go, and then a couple days when they come back. I'm driving his friends around like in my car without him. Like we're splitting cars. So I'm like spending a lot of time with his people.
Yeah. You guys are like fully booed up.
Oh, yeah. And like, again, I knew all of his local LA friends. And he comes back from the trip to Japan, and I tell him I love him because I'm like, well, we're there. Like we had gotten into the point where for months he had been doing these huge romantic gestures and not just like for show, like just to me. It was always just to me. That's where I was like, oh, it's not like for clout, or it's not for like, see, I'm such a good boyfriend. It was like always so sincere and to me. And so I was like, all my friends would see the text messages, see the voice memos. Like he wrote me 3 songs. Like he's a musician. It was like all these things. So we were like, wow.
Were they good songs?
Yeah, actually, unfortunately. One was like a joke song. 2 were actually like beautiful melodic songs. But yeah, so he had, everyone was like, oh my God, he's in love with you. Like he's been in love with you. And my dad and my sister even begged me. They were like, don't hurt this guy. And I was like, oh, fuck you guys.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, no, like you're not like a bad, like they don't think poorly of me that way, but they know that I tend to be the one that breaks things off.
Yeah.
And they were like, don't break this guy's heart. Like he's so head over heels for you, and he's a good one. Like in the past, it's always been fair, but like you were just hurt, so you're going to be on high alert. So like, be mindful is what they were telling me.
So he had everybody fooled.
Everyone fooled.
Wow. Yeah. He's a bro.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh my God, I don't anticipate hurting him at all. Like I'm really into him. So when he came back from the trip, it was this whole like romantic thing. I like spent the night, that first night there with him. And it was like the hottest sex we'd ever had because we hadn't seen each other. And again, We had sex.
Yeah.
And I was like, we just couldn't keep our hands off each other. And then at the end of it, I was going to leave because his friends were staying. And he was like, no, please stay the night. Like, it would kill me if you left, like all this stuff. So we're like cuddling. And he's like, you don't understand. You're my person. Like, he's saying all this shit.
Dude.
And I was like, oh, I can say it. Like, he's just scared.
Yeah.
I'll say it. And I was
Did you
like,
think he would say it back?
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
So I say, I love you.
Uh-huh.
I actually like phrase it. I'm like, do you think it's too early? And we've been like together for months now. But I was like, I don't want to push him. I was like, he's obviously saying everything but it. So he's scared to say it for some reason. I was like, do you think it's too early? And he was like, for what? Like, to say I love you? And he's like, what? And he like, oh my God, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And now it's like a very vulnerable moment. I'm like, yeah, I love you. And he's like, oh my God, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. And I was like,
that's what he said?
uh-huh. Yep.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I was like, he's like, how? Oh my God. And then his next question, which I was like, wow, that should have been like, something's wrong here. He goes, why do you love me?
Oh.
And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I said, are you like genuinely asking why? Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, we share a connection. Like, I think you're one of the smartest, funniest people I know. Like, I adore you. Like, I couldn't love you more at this point. I was like, we're good, dude. Like, we have something special here, and I love you. He's like, oh, God. And he, like, does, like, a fucking, like, happy dance in his bed. And he's like, oh, God, I'm so excited. That's the best news. And I'm like, oh, he's not going to say it back. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I'm like, all right, do you want to go to bed? He's like, because he had just gotten back from Japan. So I was like, he's jet lagged. I was like, he's like, yeah, okay. We go to bed. So the following days following that, it was a little awkward. Like, the next day was awkward because I was like, ooh, are we going to talk about the elephant in the room?
Yeah, it's out there.
And I had also, pertinent information, while he was in Japan, had found some women that he had commented on their profile organically because they were commenting on his posts. And I was like, who's this girl?
Yeah.
And they were like commenting back and forth. I'd click on her profile, and because it shows all of their like interactions, your mutuals interactions with their posts, it showed all these things that he had commented on while we were dating. And I was like, and they weren't incriminating, but they weren't not. They were like, it's like, why are you commenting on these girls' things?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm wrapping it up. But so we do that. I'm like, so I bring that up too. So I'm like, also like, we talked about the girls. Like, can we talk about it more? Like, why did you feel like that was appropriate? Like, should we set bounds? I was like, in all fairness, we never set bounds on like social media etiquette. So I was like, I'd like to now. Mm-hmm. Like, now that you know that hurt me, can we do that moving forward? Blah, blah, blah. Like, find a middle ground here.
So it hurt you. It wasn't, you didn't just feel jealous like it
Oh,
actually.
no, I was gutted.
How bad were the comments?
Like, there was one of like a girl, and she was like eating a cake, and it was like, I'm jealous of that cake right now. Nothing.
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. No,
but it's just like, it's stuff like that.
Yeah,
and there was like a one of her laying on her bed with her puppy, and he like put the like emoji.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? And then there was another one that she had just a picture of her face, and he commented all caps, hello, which is like what he would say to me too. Like, anytime I looked really high, he'd be like, hello. So I was like, I know what that is.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah. So I was like really hurt by it. And again, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, he's a nice guy. Maybe he just thinks he's interacting with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he's like, I can't tell you I love you, but it's not you. It's like, I just don't know why. I've only said I love you to 2 people in my life. I was like, same. And you're the second, bitch.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, I didn't say bitch. He's
only the second person you said I love you to?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That I've said it to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So we out here. So then, then the couple days that followed were good. We like got back to it. We had agreed. We were like, I was like, you don't have to say it. Do not feel pressured. I was like, I don't regret saying it. I'm just a little confused that you don't feel like you're on the same page. But if you don't feel like you're on the same page, then cool. He was like, I only have said I love you after like dating someone a year. A year.
It's a long time.
It's a long fucking time. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I wish I would have known that, you know? So
why?
Because I think if I would have known, if he would have been like, yeah, I'm like really, if he would have like warned me, and I don't know if he would have thought he needed to warn me, but I think that's something that you could warn a partner of, like, just so you know, like in the past when I've been in committed relationships, I didn't say I love you for a long time.
No one's going to say that ever. What the fuck, man?
But I feel like it's something that would be useful for the partner to know.
It would have been useful if he goes, hey, just so you know, I'm a complete scumbag.
Yeah. I cheat on, anyway.
Yeah.
So the last week we were together, he did some real scumbag shit. Like, he asked me if he could come with me to my parents' house to spend the night because I was taking my mom to the airport in the morning. He was like, let me go with you. And I was like, I'm taking her at like 6 a.m. to LAX from Santa Clarita. Like, we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I want to see your mom. And like, I want to go with you. Like, please. Like, I'd love to. The week we broke up. So we did that. I want
to see your mom?
Yeah. Well, it was.
All right. That's nice.
Yeah. It was
abnormal.
Like, I want to say bye to her kind of thing. He was like, I want to, So we spent the night at my parents' house, like the week that I was just like, dude, what the fuck? It was like everything. He was on like high, but still kind of acting weird. And then he just broke up with me out of nowhere. He came to my house that Friday and was like, we were supposed to have a sleepover that night. And he was like, can I come early? What are you doing right now? And I was like, going on a walk, but sure, come over. What's up? Everything okay? He was like, and he didn't answer. And then I was like, is everything okay? And he was like, I don't know. And then he came into my apartment. I let him in and he's like a mess. He's like visibly shaken. And I'm like, what's going on? I thought someone died.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he just starts crying on my shoulder. Like, cause I was like hugging him. I'm like, what's up? And then he starts crying and then we sit down. I'm like, is everything okay? And he's like, I just don't know why I can't say I love you. And I don't know, like, if that's fair to you. And like, I don't know, like, how long it's going to take me. And like, and I was like, is it that you can't say you love me or you don't know if you'll ever love me? Like, what is it? Like, and he was like, well, I don't know. I guess it's like a mix of the both because I just don't know. And I was like, okay, heard. I think we're done here then.
Yeah.
And he was shocked that I was like, oh, okay. If you don't know, I was like, if you need time and you like have those strong feelings for me, but you're just scared of like the actual act of loving someone, that's totally fair. And like, that's your own baggage that you have. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm happy to carry that with you. If you let me into it, like if you let me in on the conversation. But because he was like, well, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, heard. You don't love me then. That's fine. I'm not mad about that. But like, I can't be in this relationship with someone who doesn't love me when I love them. Yeah. So I started like packing up his shit right away. And not like rudely. I literally was just like, okay, I'm going to grab your stuff. And he was like,
how bad were you hurting though?
Oh, I was destroyed.
But you were able to like keep it cool.
Yeah. I wasn't like stone. Yeah. I was visibly upset, like, but I didn't cry or anything. I remember saying to him, I was like, what the fuck have we been doing here? Yeah. And
that's a good question.
Yeah. And he was like he just couldn't answer.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know what else we would have left to say here. Like, if you don't love me, I love you. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Like, let's just cut our losses. So then I just start like grabbing his stuff. And I had bought some snacks for him that day. So I'm like packing those. And he's like, you don't need to give me. I'm like, I don't need to keep the snacks either. Take the fucking snacks. Yeah. And he's like, well, I ordered you that stuff. It's coming in the mail this week. And I was like, you can keep it. And he was like, I ordered it for you. I was like, keep it. It's okay. And he was like, I have all this, all of your stuff at my house. I didn't think this was going to happen. I think he didn't think we were going to break up. I think he was thinking he could come to me and cry and be like, what should we do? And I would be like, it's okay. Let's just, but like, as soon as he was giving me the impression that he wasn't in love with me, I was like, let's not do this. Like, we don't need to do this. So.
You think it was a control game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like a way to push you away and then get you to pull him back.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I think he was shocked.
Yeah.
And then I got all my stuff. I walked him to his car outside, and he had to give me like the remote for my like garage at my apartment.
Yeah.
And he like was like, "Can I get another hug?" And I was like, "Sure." Give him a hug. He's like, "You can get your stuff whenever." Blah, blah, blah. Like, no pressure. You don't need it. And I was like, "Okay, I'll let you know." And he was like, "Okay." Cries again.
Yeah.
Gets in the car. I'm like, he's cried twice now. And he's the one like breaking up with me. But I'm like, okay. And of
Sounds
course.
like you broke up with him.
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm saying like he came to me being like, I don't know. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I guess it's a mutual breakup. I don't know. So then I go to my best friend's cry immediately because I'm gutted.
Right.
And I'm just like so shocked because how does someone like act how he did with me and not be in love with me? I was like, I've never felt this truly that someone loved me. I was like, I've had many other guys tell me that they love me where I was like, really? Oh, okay.
And you never say it back.
No, it's not like never. I just don't say it if I don't feel it.
But you only said it one time other than that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there's also guys that say it when they're not even dating me. They're like, you don't understand. I love you. And I'm like, you don't.
Yeah, that's
You
wild.
know, it's like, let's sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
But you don't. Anyway, so then I was destroyed for weeks and I finally got my stuff from him and I was like, everyone was shocked. Like my brother especially, who spent the most time with him, my older brother, was like, he's lying. And I was like, what do you mean he's lying, Max? Like, he told me he doesn't love me. He's like, he's lying. I don't know what about, but he's lying. And he was like, because I've seen this man with you. He worships the ground you walk on. And he was like, I've never seen someone look at you like that. And I was like, everyone said that to me. Like literally 6 people would be like, this guy just is infatuated with you. And not like just like, oh, sorry. Not just like bowing down, but like truly like in awe kind of thing.
Like
And I was
valued you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, he apparently doesn't love me. And he was like, there's fucking something else going on. And I was like, I don't know what else would be going on. I was like, there's no way he would cheat.
Yeah.
And then cut 2 weeks later, the woman I had met at that tennis match messaged me and said, I don't know if you remember me, but I just got out of a situationship with blank and it ended really weird. I know you guys used to date months ago. I wanted to see if you had a similar ending. And I was like, girly pop doesn't know I've been dating him up until now.
Yeah.
So then I messaged her. I was like, yeah, I'd love to hear your side of the story. What happened? She calls me. I let her speak completely through. She's like, I figure I was like, you can tell me what happened and I'm happy to share what happened. And then she tells me, and she had enough details that I was like, this is legitimate. And she had a situationship with him. He treated her awful. He lied to her multiple times. Well, he was lying to both of us, but he lied to her about his grandma dying. He said he went out of town for a weekend when he was with my family.
Yeah.
And he didn't message her the entire time. So he was like, I had to go home because my grandma died.
Dude.
Yeah, he went hard. He told her, he took her on one date because she pretty much was saying like they wouldn't sleep together unless they went on a date. So he went on one date with her and it coincidentally happened to be the weekend of my dad's birthday because he knew I was going to be busy. So he planned it that night and from the restaurant sent me a voice memo being like, hey baby, I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you. Are you going to get home by a decent time tonight? Can we still have a sleepover tonight? From his date with her.
Dude.
This guy was operating on a different level. Now I'll give the mic back to you because I've talked way too much.
How bad did that fuck you up?
Really fucked me up.
How long ago was that?
That was we broke up in late May of 2023.
It's not even a year.
Not a year. And then I found out about the cheating in June, mid-June.
So what did the next couple months look like?
Devastation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next couple months were mostly just I've sobbed so many times over this one person.
Yeah.
And in so many ways, it makes me so livid and angry that he could take so much from me, because I'm such an optimist and I'm like really trusting.
What did he take from you?
Trust. General, like, trust from the gate. Like, I feel like every time I met people, I was just always I would see the best in people, I would say.
Before him?
Yeah. I would say to a fault, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, it's not like I never had been burned before, but it was always like, oh, that person wasn't who I thought they were. Okay. And this was like, I don't know who I was just in love with for the last 6 months of my life. You know, it was like, was that all a lie? Or did he, like, I don't know what's worse. Was he a complete, like, doing a character with me, like almost a Jekyll and Hyde?
Yeah.
Or was he actually in love with me and all those things were legitimate and authentic, yet he still actively chose to hurt me, thinking he would get away with it?
So you weren't able to trust yourself anymore.
Yeah, I was like,
trust your own instincts.
yeah, I was like, I thought this guy would never hurt me, even in his wildest dreams. Like, I didn't think this man could cheat, let alone look at another woman. Like, not until I found those comments on Instagram that was my first bell that I'd even remotely had a red flag about him. Like, we'd been dating for months and months at that point.
Yeah.
And his behavior with everyone, including specifically, especially me, I was like, oh, he was like, his thing was always like, I protect you, I take care of you, you're like, I do that for you, like, I want to always protect you, I'll do anything to make you feel good. That was his like shtick. I was like, okay, you don't have to do that. And he'd be like, no. And it'd be like cute.
No.
Yeah, he was like, you're not like you're my life, but it was like,
Yeah.
I will do anything to make you laugh, smile, happy, like, and he did. He would pull out stops all the time. That's where I was like, why so much effort to do this?
So at the time when he would say those things, did it feel like too much, or did it feel?
At first, yeah, like when we first started fooling around with each other, before we'd slept together and we were like just like doing that makeout, rolling around, there was one distinct night that we kind of had like a snafu, because he pulled away from me and he was like, you're a work of art, you're perfect. And I was like, don't say that. And he was like, huh? And I was like, let's not. Because I was like, I love compliments. I love being like showered and when I think it's legitimate. But it felt like such a love bomby, like pedestal. Like, and I feel like that's a big theme of my dating, is that I'm put on a pedestal and I'm like, do you know me? Like, are you getting to know me, or are you like loving the idea of me? Like, that's been a recurring thing.
Yeah.
So when he did that, I was like, don't put me on a pedestal. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not. No one is, physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, and he was like, but you are. And I was like, I'd prefer if you didn't say that. And he was like, okay, yeah, of course. And then we got back to it. Like, after a month or so of sleeping together, he like said it one more time and was like, and I was like, and he was like, is it okay if I say that? And I was like, am I perfect to you? And he's like, to me you are. And I was like, okay.
So you set a boundary and he crossed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So how does one heal from something like that?
Does anyone out there have the answer? I don't know. I mean, it's been an uphill battle for sure. Therapy.
Yeah. First-hand therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then secondhand therapy.
There you go.
Yeah, I would say that's a huge thing. I have such an amazing support system that I've been able to lean on, and thank God, because there's been too many times where I've just been like, I think this was such a traumatic event, and like truly traumatic for me. And I never used that like seriously for myself before, because it was like, I have like practically silver spoon in my mouth, like as far as how I was raised, and like a loving family, parents still together, still obsessed with each other, great siblings, great education, like grew up in a beautiful area, like in Los Angeles. I'm a very fortunate person. I know that. But that's where, so I never would ever claim that I had any like docs against me, you know, even hardships in my past. I'm like, I have it really good. And this was one of those first things that I was like, oh, this is so fucked. No one deserves this. Like, so I had a support system that I could bring that up to, because I think I'm still like a little shell shocked sometimes, where I'm like, how is someone able to pull that off? Like, not only just methodically, but like, how do you sleep at night? How do you continue going about your day after treating someone that you care about like that? I was like, I can't even lie to like the grocery store clerk that I have no relationship with, let alone, you know, if they were like, do you want bags? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I do. You know, I'm like, I feel horrible. I'm like, if I'm being inauthentic or like, or mean or like ill-mannered, like if I am accidentally rude to someone, and like, I'm jumping off the balcony, you know, like
if you're like, accidentally rude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I'm like, I know it's extreme, but it's true. Like it keeps me up at night.
Are you a people pleaser?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not to the point where I think it takes away from, like, I'll give you a good example. I said to my therapist the other day, she was like, oh, what health insurance do you have? And I would tell her, and then she's like, oh, okay, I just started being associated with these ones. I was just asking, and I was like, I can switch. And she was like, girl.
I can switch.
I literally said, I can switch my health insurance. She was like, we're going to work on your people-pleasing tendencies a little more. I was like, that sounds like a good
I
idea.
can switch.
But like, that's where it comes in. It's not like things where I'm like going against my moral compass or anything, or something that like I truly believe in. I have a hard like rule for that, of like, if my integrity or things like that, I'm like, I don't sway on that. But if I'm kind of, say we're getting pizza, and I don't love pepperoni and pineapple, but you love it, and I can eat it. It's not like it grosses me out, but it's not my favorite. And if you were like, pineapple and pepperoni, I'd be like, sure, let's do it.
And then
I'd eat it.
And then after that, you're like, you don't think about it again. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're not like, why can't I just fucking get what I want?
No, because I would eventually. And if like a day that I was like, I can't fucking my last straw would be a pineapple and pepperoni pizza right now. I would tell you, I'd be like, can we actually order this? That's where I'm like, I do have people pleasing tendencies, but I don't think it completely is like the inner makings of my quilt.
Yeah.
Is that tracking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that
well, I
tracks.
feel like you talked to me a little, but
That tracks.
okay.
So why?
Why people please?
Yeah.
I think I'm the youngest in my family, so I think that comes with a lot of keeping the peace and making sure that everyone's taken care of. We get a bad rap being the babies. Like, a lot of people are like, you get everything you want. And I'm not denying that I've gotten many things that, like, because my parents, by the time I was around, were like, sure, kid, take an iPhone, you know, like, get it. But more in the way of like, if I don't have a strong opinion on it, I'm more than happy to like go with what's going to make everyone happy. Like, I won't be unhappy at the end of it. So yeah, that's maybe not my favorite flavor of ice cream, but if everyone's going to be happy and I'm going to be like, yeah, it's good, I will totally take that.
It's just not the hill you're going to die on.
Yeah. I'm like, I will, if it's a big fish to fry, I'll say something. I'll be like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think it comes from when I'm like indifferent or like mostly indifferent. I'm like, I'm happy to make you happy because that makes me happy when I see someone else happy.
It makes you happy to make other people happy.
And that's the people pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it make you happy to make other people happy, or it makes you feel safe to make other people happy?
It's a good question. I mean,
thanks.
You should do a podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt unsafe. I'm trying to self-audit right now. I'm not trying to like close you out, but I'm like, I don't think I've ever felt unsafe in my family dynamic or any relationship. But I will say it probably buys me validation in that way of like, it buys me not affection, but like if I know that I've made them happy, then it's like another gold star for Maddie.
Oh,
You know, I
okay.
think it's that. It's like she's doing good and her people love her and she loves them.
Yeah.
And it's, it's that more than like I felt like I couldn't say what I wanted.
Interesting.
Do you feel like you have any people pleasing tendencies?
I mean, I'm sure I do. Because I also grew up the youngest. But nah.
Nah. No, genuinely, because I feel like every interaction we've had, you've been like, nah. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because like
I do appreciate how authentic you are.
Thank you. That's a very nice compliment. Thank you. Yeah, I just like I feel like it's hard enough. It's hard enough on a daily basis to just feel good about what I'm doing on my own, and to put somebody else's feelings to make them my responsibility. What the fuck are we doing here?
Sure.
And I don't know. I'm sure that in the past I've probably been less aware of that, but now, yeah, I think I'm just at the point. I'm just like, dude, I'm having a shit day. I got to take care of your day now. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're big boy. You figure it out.
I think you're choosing peace, which is good.
Peace is the one thing I care about
which
achieving
is
and maintaining.
I mean, it's evident in your lifestyle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost the chase or the lust or whatever for money, and even like I used to have like the idea of fame. Like I wanted that.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck about that anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to like feel okay most of the time and like do what I want to do. That's really all I give a fuck about.
Okay. I want to unpack what you had said earlier about
All right.
what you'd said about like I already have to worry about how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Let's unpack that.
Okay, well, that comes with asking questions, doesn't it?
Okay, but I'm saying like, what do you mean? Like, can you explain yourself a little further? Are you generally unhappy with yourself? I've watched the podcast before. I'm not like new to this, but are you generally that unhappy with how you operate day to day, like with yourself?
No, I don't think it's an unhappiness. I operate on a pretty yeah, I think I'm hardwired, which I label it realism, but I think it's pessimism.
Sure. As most pessimists do.
Change the look on your face, right? And we know that. And with that comes irritability and negativity. And then on top of that, now that I have like anxiety problems, like I have enough.
There's enough going on.
I
I'm
have
tired,
enough,
Grandpa.
Yeah, I have enough of myself of like not snapping at people over like little things, and that like I don't need to fucking make sure you're having a good day too. Like I'm responsible for my day.
Sure.
You're responsible. We're all responsible for ourselves.
Yeah.
And people I care about, I will do what I can to help bring joy to their lives.
Sure.
But you can't make anybody else happy.
No, you can't.
So
that is true, I will say. And I could use a little healthy dose of that reminder.
Yeah. So if I can do something to bring joy to somebody else's life, I'll do it. But I also understand like there's a time to sacrifice for somebody else, and there's a time where it's not important and you got to take care of yourself. And It doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you an asshole. I can't be the person I want to be for myself and for the other people in my life if I'm constantly giving pieces of myself away for other people.
You're so right.
So, yeah, you get what you on your pizza. I'll get my pizza, and we'll sit and eat pizza together.
Yeah.
And if that's a fucking problem, then this is probably the last time we're having pizza. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that. I love that you advocate for yourself.
I'm trying.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you're someone that I would worry about that with, but
Worry about what with?
not advocating for yourself. I know that you do that intrinsically.
Yeah.
But I would more worry as your friend that you would be someone that like beats yourself up when you don't need to. You're like fucking the liar scene where he's fucking beating himself in the fucking mirror.
The pen is blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, why are you kicking? I'm kicking my own ass.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I think that's
Am I misreading? Like,
no, that's a natural
okay.
behavior. I try not to.
Yeah.
Giving myself grace is something that is a constant battle for me.
Mm-hmm.
Giving grace in general.
Anywhere.
Because I'm generally just such a black and white,
Yeah, you are.
like,
Which I enjoy.
oh, good. I'm glad somebody does.
I'm like, because I think I'm such the opposite, like, personality type
Yeah.
that when I meet someone that's like very, like, stark, it's very like this way or this way. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me learn something from you.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like loosey goosey. Like, I'm like, oh, they want that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And then, but it's funny because I expect different from myself. Like if I'm holding myself to a certain caliber, there's no loosey goosey. But like everyone in my life, I'm like, yeah, they're having a bad day. Whatever.
Oh, so you give grace outward everywhere, but you can't put it inward.
Yeah, I have to work on it.
Why?
Why do I have to work on it, or why can't I give it?
Why can't you put your grace inward?
I think I'm just a fucking perfectionist that I'm the main subject of it. Where I'm like, everyone else is messy and it's gorgeous and I love that for you, but never me. I'm like,
you're not allowed to be
girl,
messy.
no.
Why?
Well, like, no, I mean, I am. Like, and of course, like,
In
realistically
private or in
in life. More in private.
Okay.
I definitely try to be less messy in public. I feel it can be a burden, which is funny because I don't view that of others if they're having a messy time. But if I was to cry,
Yeah.
you know, in like to a stranger in the bathroom, I'd be like, oh God, I ruined their day. You know, I would be like, I did that to them. I was such a piece of shit to them, kind of thing.
You think so it's that you think you ruined their day, not that that's how you'll be remembered. That person forever.
Yeah, I think it's less like reputation, but reputation does come into it.
Yeah.
100%. Like about messiness, like someone who's punctual, someone who's like, that's why I texted you coming here being like, because first of all, I know that you're very punctual.
I said around
I know.
6:30.
I know. And that's why I
purpose.
kept that. Thank you.
Yeah.
You really threw me a bone there. And
Yeah.
I was like, he did say around, but I want to make sure he knows I'm coming within this span of time. Like I will be here then.
Yeah, 6:32 with like 3 or 4 exclamation points. I did get a laugh out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, just so you know, I'm on the way. But yeah, so I think that is a reputation. Like I never want people, and I really want to unpack it more because I don't like my parents were never super harsh on me. My mom is so cool.
Yeah.
In that way. She's like, whatever, you know, like super loosey goosey. But there is a very intense integrity that my family has of like, you treat other people very well. You were always kind. You were always good. And I'm very thankful for it though.
Yeah.
I think it's a very big part of my personality and maybe it's come to my detriment, but for the most part,
called Italians.
Italians.
You guys didn't know. Yes.
No, we've bonded over this in the past where it's like you treat others with respect. Respect.
Do not disrespect.
Yeah, you do not disrespect people.
Yeah.
And that definitely comes from my dad. And I think my parents also, my dad always, he's self-made. He came from nothing and he built so much. And he's very prideful about that. And it's something that like he should be. I'm not by any means like, Dad, shut the fuck, you know, like.
Yeah. What does he do?
Special effects for TV and film.
Okay.
Well, he's retired now, but he did that. And he built this whole like, he's gotten so many people into the industry and built pretty much this like low-key empire, right?
Yeah.
And he was always like, I came from nothing and I have this. And it never was like, so you better be grateful. It was never that. Like my dad was always like, because I've been able to do this, I will give you everything I can.
Were you an overachiever growing up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know my strengths for sure.
What are your strengths?
Let's not list them, but I was going to say, let's go to weaknesses real quick.
That's easier.
That's easier.
You're on the right show. Go ahead, hit me. Weaknesses.
Well, I was going to make a joke of I had friends that all played soccer when I was a kid. Not athletic. I can dance. I was a dancer, but I was like not athletic, but all my friends did it. I wanted to do it with them. I wanted to bond with them. So I did soccer for 1 year and hated every minute of it. I was like, why are we doing this? Like literally what got me up is the Saturday morning snacks. I was like, is Sunny D going to be there? Are there going to be some Cheetos?
Yeah.
I will go for that. Like I'm a handicap in this game. Like I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
And I only did it for 1 year and my team won our division, like because of the people on the team, not because of me. Yeah. And I was like, I'm good. I was like, not for me.
That's enough.
Yeah. Like and I think like some overachievers would keep doing it because it's just like another thing, like another notch on the belt of being like, and I play soccer and I'm in school and I do theater. But the things that I do, I feel like excel at, yes, I will stack that plate as much as I can.
So it's important you to be seen a certain way is what it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. What if you're not seen that way? How do you feel?
I don't know how often I've received the back end of that, of like someone's impression of me that I don't agree with or something. Like it has happened, but I feel like for the most part, the things that I'm like, I know I can't control that. Like if you like me or not, like I can try my darndest to make you like me as a person. But if at the end of the day, you're like, she's annoying, she likes musical theater or whatever, you're like, ugh, then you're rolling your eyes at me and I'm not your cup of tea and that's okay. But I'm trying to think of instances where like it was wrong, where I'm like, no, that's not me. And you think that?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, their first impression of me I've gotten is like, they're like, oh, you're the mean cheerleader. You're the like the bitchy girl. And I'm like,
you look that way. Yeah.
See, that's crazy to me because you have to understand my also self view is like me with like glasses and braces and like a little chunky as a kid. Like that is how I view myself.
No, I will say you're genuinely like one of the sweetest human beings I've ever known.
I appreciate that.
But you look like a fucking bitch, man. Like, you just do.
And you're not the first person to tell me that. So many people. There's like this one story that sits with me so deeply is this girl in high school told me once, she was like, I was petrified of you. And I was like, why? Like I was in theater with her and I did so many classes with her. She's like, one time I said a joke and you looked at me and you went, that's hilarious. Like,
bitch, just laugh.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Yeah. She was like, what the fuck? Why didn't you laugh? And I was like, no, if I say that, I genuinely think it's funny. Like, I was just like, usually when I say, oh, that's funny or that's hilarious, it's because I think it's smart funny. Like, I'm like,
I do the same thing.
Yes, I'm like, oh, that was fucking good. Like, that's where I'm saying it. And I was like, of course it came off facetious. So she thought I was being like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And she said she was afraid of me for years after that. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, not until I actually hung out with you did I see like, you don't have a mean bone in your body. Like you're not trying to fuck anyone over in this room. Yeah. And I was like, oh no. Oh my God. I couldn't even imagine. Like what?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I get that a lot. And I think a lot of guys like with the girl, you have your own podcast and learn how to work a mic. I think guys, I get you know, it's like, I don't know if you say this to women. I'm actually curious.
All
Have
right.
you ever said to a woman, well, you know, you're pretty? Or like alluded to like, well, you know, you're gorgeous. Like, I don't
No,
need to tell you.
I'll usually ask.
Like, how do you phrase that?
I'll just be like, you're aware of how hot you are, right? Like,
Okay.
do you like, no,
You
like,
know that you
I'd be
fucking
like,
throw that ass down.
I literally, my current girlfriend, the first time I saw her naked, like
Yeah.
after we fooled around,
You're
I was
like-
like, hey, just real quick, you know, the body's unreal,
Yeah,
right?
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Like, and she goes, what? And I go, are you
Just-
aware of this? She goes, I guess. And I was like,
Good for her.
say it with your chest. She's like, yeah. And I was like, yes.
She's a hottie.
So,
We
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I ask. I don't,
You
because I
ask.
feel like if you go like, you know, you're hot, like that's.
It's so weird. It puts like, what? How am
Yeah.
I supposed to respond to that? And I've gotten so many guys that like I'll be on a date with, and they'll like kind of allude to like giving me a They're not giving me a compliment. They're going like, well, and you know, and I'm like, what? And they're like, well, don't fucking, you know how gorgeous you are, and I'm like,
Yeah, you can still tell me though. It's nice.
well, first of all, I'm like, I don't know what you're referencing.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I think of myself and how I'd like to be seen. Sure. Like, I wear nice clothes, or like I dress up and I smell nice because I like to be perceived like that. Like, I want to be someone that looks like she has her shit together
Yeah.
because I admire that in society. So I try to put that out too. It's so interesting when they're like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, what? And it also feels like a slight. It feels like,
Yeah.
you're so annoying that you're hot. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's like an inconvenience. to
yeah,
them.
it truly, like, I think men feel threatened by a confident woman. And
Yeah.
I think it's because of their peers. I don't think it's anything to do with the woman being confident to them and them feeling like, oh, I don't like how her attitude is.
Yeah.
Like, they love it too. That's where they're like attracted to it, like moth to a flame. But then they're like worried that their boys are going to be like, how'd you bag that one? Or like their boys are going to be like, dude, she makes more than you.
Yeah.
That fucking, you're a pussy, you know, like, and you're just
Yeah.
like, I think they let those thoughts and those insecurities that are swirling in their head, they project them onto the relationship. And that's why they end up being like mean to their girlfriends, or they end up being like cutting before they lose, right?
Yeah.
Being like, I'd rather walk away gracefully than lose this girl.
I think when insecure men, I think insecure men are used to being with insecure women because they tend to be more forgiving. They tend to have not found a level of, I don't mean this to come off shitty.
No, go
I
ahead.
could be wrong. Please correct me. They haven't found the level of self-respect
Yeah.
that they need to have,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to dating or finding a partner. So I think I think insecure men tend to gravitate toward women like that because
Totally.
they're attainable.
Yeah.
They're attainable for who they are as an insecure man. And I think if they do come across a confident woman, they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
And and they panic and they do exactly what
And
you
they
said.
self-sabotage, and
Yeah.
or they make you feel bad for it. Like,
Right.
I keep getting men that are like, you're like, they're not giving me any, and not that I necessarily would expect them to, like, I've broken up with people before and had very specific reasons why I didn't want to be with them.
You tell them?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I will, if it's like, if I think it's constructive, sure. But like a lot of the time it's not constructive. It's like, I don't like how you do X, Y, and Z, you know? And sometimes I get in my own way sometimes with that, where I'm like, well, that's just their personality. Like, what about if someone else loves that? And it's like objectively not a good thing. But I'm like, someone else might like that. Like, someone else might like their like car anger, like their road rage, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, most people wouldn't like that.
But also, what if someone else likes that? Hey, I'm the one here.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, that's where I guess it's like, if I'm at that point, I'm ending it, you know, but
Yeah.
like, cause obviously if you're staying, you are accepting them for everything that they are, right? Or hopefully.
Well, you're overlooking
Hopefully.
a lot usually, but yeah. Yeah. Accepting somebody and tolerating somebody.
Yes.
Accepting characteristics and tolerating them are two different things.
That's true. But I don't think you're off base in saying that, like, women specifically in heterosexual relationships that maybe have not learned the self-worth that they deserve, quite frankly. Not even like that you need, like, I don't want to be like bullying women. Like, it's hard. We're taught not to love ourselves. We're like, societally, we are taught to be fucking pick ourselves apart completely.
Dude, the current government doesn't give a fuck about women.
No, our bodies or anything. So it's not like women insecure. Why? You're not like, you got in your own way. We're not taught. But when we perpetuate that, and it takes a lot. I'm not saying like, just go to this and you'll be fixed. A-okay. Like, currently still working on it. The whole reason I got into therapy was self-worth. Because love that. Hey.
Oh,
can we high five? Look at that.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that I was like, I can't keep getting in my own way.
Yeah.
I was like, I know what I'm capable of. I know what I deserve. I know what I want to do in this world. So why am I the dunce in the corner that's like, Maddie, you can't do it, when everyone else is like, yeah, of course Maddie can do it. Like, my brother had a very harsh heart to heart with me like 3 years ago. I'm so thankful that he did it. But I was like talking about maybe getting back into dating after going off, like being out of a relationship for a year. And then I was talking more about my career. It was like actually more career focused than dating. But I was like, I don't know. I want to make sure I'm at this place and like that I'm making this kind of money and that I'm doing this and and he was like, can you shut the fuck up? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, you're the coolest person I know. And he was like, why do you act like you're not? And I was like, because I'm not. He's like, fucking shut the fuck up. He was like, you know that you're funny, you're smart, you do this. Like, you work really hard at it. You work your ass off to be those things. Yeah. So why, or at the end of the day, are you being like, I just need to be better? You're better than most people's best day. And he was like, why are you're the only one that's not believing in it. Now you look dumb. Yeah. Because you're not believing in it.